700-584-1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. I just want to say I'm so excited because, wow, this is a very big thing that has happened to me. And concerning this Season 2 that is coming, I'm just telling you, those that are going to be competing, bring in your A game. This is not something you come casually. Come with your A game, come for it. And Season 2 is up. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry.
Welcome to Africa Today. I am Uduak Daniel. Welcome. First, let's talk the headlines. And on the headlines, federal government pardons ex-governors Darie Nyame, convicted for stealing 2.7 billion naira. Still on the headlines, former ruling party suspends participation in national conference. Also on the headlines, WHO confirms COVID-19 cases, deaths drop to lowest levels in Africa. And on sports, youngest Olympian at Tokyo Games dies, aged 17. And now the news in detail. Estimated at more than 200 million people and the largest in Africa, Nigeria will next year conduct its first census in 17 years to try to accurately survey its population, the head of National Population Agency said on Thursday. Censuses are controversial in Nigeria because rival ethnic and religious groups have in the past tried to use them to assert their numerical superiority and claim a larger share of oil revenues and political representation. Nigeria initially planned to hold the census last year, but it was scrapped due to growing insecurity, especially in the north, where an Islamist insurgency and kidnappings for ransom have been raging. Insecurity remains a challenge as gunmen step up attacks and kidnappings, the latest coming last Sunday when 154 people were killed and dozens kidnapped during an attack in northern Plateau State. Nigeria's population is split between Muslims in the north and Christians in the south, and among 300 ethnic groups. Ethnic and religious violence has flared up in the past. The World Bank estimates Nigeria's population will overtake that of the United States by 2050 to reach almost 400 million. And away from that story, bringing it to your eardrums the fact that the General Officer commanding 81 Division, Nigerian Army, Major General Umar Musa, has confirmed the arrest of 12 suspects impersonating military officers to commit crimes in Lagos and Ogun states. A statement by the division spokesperson, Major Olani Osoba, said the suspects were paraded for the offense. Osoba said Musa, while briefing the press during the parade, said not all persons in army uniform were military personnel. During the parade, Musa was quoted as saying preliminary investigation revealed that some of the suspects specialized in mounting roadblocks along the Ajah Road to extort money from motorists, as well as indulging in other illegal duties while dressed in the Nigerian Army uniform. Similarly, the GOC said some arrested suspects fully dressed in military uniform were caught along the Ilaro border area of Ogun State, where they smuggled rice and other contraband. The GOC said the arrested imposters would be handed over to the police for further action. He therefore urged members of the public to desist from wearing military uniform and T-shirts displaying military banners, belts and stickers on vehicles, as well as driving civilian vehicles painted in army colors. The Council of State, led by Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, has approved the pardon of 159 convicts, including the former governor of Plateau State, Senator Joshua Darie, and ex-governor Jolly Nyame of Taraba State, who were both imprisoned for stealing 1.16 billion naira and 1.6 billion naira respectively. Confirming Darie's pardon, the Plateau State Commissioner for Information Dan Manjang told newsmen that the ex-governor had been given a second chance. He added, "Every Plateau man is happy about it, and we give kudos to the president for honoring us in this manner. We want to also thank whoever that has a hand in making it happen, because everybody makes mistakes, and you can make errors while in governance." The Director of Press and Public Affairs, Plateau State Government House, Macham Makut, also confirmed that Governor Simon Malong was at the Council of State meeting, where Darie was granted state pardon. Also, the Speaker of the Taraba State House of Assembly, Joseph Kunini, also hailed Nyame's pardon in a statement on Thursday, while the spokesman for Darie, Christopher John, confirmed the pardon of both Darie and Nyame to correspondents. When we return, news from other parts of West Africa. Stay with us.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. I just want to say I'm so excited because, wow, this is a very big thing that has happened to me. And concerning this Season 2 that is coming, I'm just telling you, those that are going to be competing, bring in your A game. This is not something you come casually. Come with your A game, come for it. And Season 2 is up. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you, but you scammed yourself. Thank you.
So, Boss FM 95.5 Abuja carry this one. Say if you sabi sing, you sabi rap. You dey cook, you sabi cook. You dey shop, you sabi chop. Any kind talent, any which one, all of them. You enter for the Naija Boss Factor idea. You be fashion designer. You dey do storytelling. I mean, spoken words. Your own technology. You dey do tea.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. You're watching Africa Today on Hills TV. A Tunisian court on Thursday has detained a journalist who criticized police and the interior minister. The National Syndicate of Tunisian Journalists said, denouncing a setback in freedom of expression, said President Kais Saied seized executive power last summer. Karazazez Kakacha was the second journalist to be imprisoned within a month after another one was jailed for a week in March for publishing a story on militants. The union said Akacha's arrest was due to a Facebook post in which she criticized the interior minister and accused the police of insulting and beating her in the streets last week. In her post, Akacha called on the interior minister to control his policemen, describing them as dogs after she said they beat her, insulted her, and took off her veil. And now to Guinea. Let's have you know that the party of former Guinea President Alpha Condé said that Thursday it suspended its participation in the National Conference. To explain its move, the RPG cited the detentions of several party leaders, with which it calls arbitrary. The party of former President Alpha Condé broke the news late Thursday as it followed through the threats made weeks earlier. The national meeting started in March and are expected to last until April 29. They were represented by authorities as a platform where political parties, youth groups, women organizations, and traditional leaders could discuss what the country's leader, Colonel Doumbouya, called a new institutional framework. The suspension of the RPG's participation lengthens the list of parties which have boycotted the national conference. In the statement, the party also called out the authorities for intentionally withholding information about the fate of the former president. Condé was overthrown in 2021 after a 10-year rule. A coalition that has fought Condé for months has urged the authorities to open a trial against him. We now move to other parts of Africa after this break. Stay with us.
Boss Factor Season 1!
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Niger Boss Factor, Joe Idachile!
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idachile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to Hills TV's Africa Today. According to World Health Organization, that is the WHO, the number of coronavirus cases and deaths in Africa have dropped to their lowest level since the pandemic began, marking the longest decline yet since the discovery of the virus in 2019. In a statement on Thursday, the UN Health Agency said COVID-19 infections due to the Omicron surge had tanked from a peak of more than 308,000 weekly cases to fewer than 20,000 last week. Cases and deaths fell by 29% and 37% respectively in the last week, whilst deaths decreased to 239 from the previous week. WHO said the low level of infection has not been seen since April 2020 in the early stages of the pandemic in Africa, noting that no country in the region is currently seeing an increase of COVID-19 cases. The agency, however, warned that with winter approaching for Southern Hemisphere countries, there is a high risk of another wave of new infections. Mashatizo Moeti, WHO's Africa director, said the virus still circulating, the risk of new and potentially more deadly variants emerging remains, and the pandemic control measures are pivotal to an effective response to a surge in infections. Earlier this week, WHO said scientists in Botswana and South Africa detected new forms of the Omicron variant, labeled as BA4 and BA5, but aren't sure yet if they might be more transmissible or dangerous. And now let's head on to Rwanda, where Rwanda struck a deal with Britain to receive some asylum seekers in the East African country. The move has been criticized by UK opposition politicians and refugee groups as inhumane and unworkable. Priti Patel, Home Secretary of the United Kingdom, had visited Kigali to sign what the two countries call an economic development partnership. Speaking in Rwanda's capital, Patel had this to say.
We have agreed that people who enter the UK illegally will be considered for relocation to Rwanda to have their asylum claims decided. And those who are resettled will be given the support, including up to 5 years of training with the help of integration, accommodation, healthcare, so that they can resettle and thrive.
The plan will see more people who arrive in Britain in small boats across the English Channel picked up by the UK government and flown 6,400 kilometers to Rwanda, apparently for good. Rwanda confirmed the deal in a statement, but neither government provided full details of how it would work. Speaking at a joint news conference with Patel, Rwandan Minister of Foreign Affairs Vincent Biruta said the deal was giving migrants the chance to make new lives in their country as full members of their communities.
By relocating migrants to Rwanda, investing in their personal development and providing education, employment and other opportunities, we are giving them the chance to make new lives in our country as full members of our communities.
And now flipping the page away from that story, South African authorities said they were releasing emergency funds on Friday to help tens of thousands of people left without shelter, water and electricity by flash floods that washed away homes and roads and killed more than 300 people on the country's east coast. SA Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana told newsmen that an initial billion rand, that is 68.30 million US dollars for emergency relief, was available for immediate use and that more would follow. This week's floods in KwaZulu-Natal province have knocked out power lines, shut down power services, water services, interrupted operations at one of Africa's busiest ports, and strewn highways and beaches with debris. Up next is business news on Africa Today. Stay with us. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Central Bank of Nigeria, that is the CBN, has released 3.5 billion naira as rebates for exporters of semi and fully processed non-oil commodities under the newly created RT200 Non-Oil Export Proceeds Repatriation Rebate Scheme. The CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele recently unveiled the scheme, which is aimed at raising $200 billion from processed and semi-processed non-oil exports in the next 3 to 5 years. At least 150 exporters will benefit from the rebate fund, which was approved at the Bankers Committee meeting concluded yesterday. According to the implementation guideline, exporters of eligible non-oil commodities will receive 65 naira for every $1 repatriated and sold at the investors and exporters, that is the I&E window, for third-party use, while those who repatriate through the window for their use will be paid 35 naira per dollar as rebates. A financial expert, Ademola Adebise, said the central bank digital currency, that is the CBDC, would improve financial inclusion through payment infrastructure, saying this complements other payment platforms such as point of sale, that is the POS terminals. Also speaking, Abubakar Suleiman disclosed that the committee was worried about the brain drain in the financial technology space. Major fuel supplier in East Africa, Rubis, was expelled from Kenya after days of fuel shortage. The Energy Cabinet Secretary pointed the finger at the company's diverting cargo earmarked for the local use for export on Thursday. Rubis assured its efforts were directed to supplying the Kenyan markets. The statement came a day after the general manager in East Africa of French fuel supplier Rubis was expelled from the country. So far, Rubis Energy Kenya denied increasing its export sales to the detriment of the Kenyan market and said its efforts were directed to supply the market. Kenyan motorists endured yet another day of major fuel shortages with strict rationing at petrol stations. If the government blamed hoarding and panic buying for hours-long queues, it pointed the finger at other players on Thursday, namely oil marketers. The government compared the situation to deliberate effort to sabotage the economy, which she says constitutes a capital crime in Kenya's statute books. World Food Programme, that is the WFP, has said that a new convoy of 50 trucks was on its way to Mekelle, the capital of Ethiopia's troubled Tigray region, which is threatened by famine, on Thursday. The World Food Programme, that is the WFP, said it was pleased to announce the resumption of road convoys to Tigray on April 1, following the announcement of a truce between the Ethiopian federal government and the Tigray's People's Liberation Front, that is the TPLF rebels, in late March. The first road convoy in 3 months, carried by the WFP and consisting of some 20 trucks, arrived in Mekelle on April 1, with 500 tons of food aid. The convoy includes trucks from WFP, UNICEF, JEOP, that is the Joint Emergency Operation, a consortium of NGOs and other organizations, a humanitarian. The conflict in Tigray began when Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed sent the federal army there to remove the authorities of the TPLF, the party that administered the region after the ruling Ethiopia for nearly 30 years. Still to come is sports. Stay with us.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. I just want to say I'm so excited because, wow, this is a very big thing that has happened to me. And concerning this Season 2 that is coming, I'm just telling you, those that are going to be competing, bring in your A game. This is not something you come casually. Come with your A game, come for it. And Season 2 is up. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you, but you scammed yourself. Thank you.
So, Boss FM 95.5 Abuja carry this one. Say if you sabi sing, you sabi rap. You dey cook, you sabi cook. You dey chop, you sabi chop. Any kind talent, any which one, all of them. Enter for the Naija Boss Factor idea. You be fashion designer. You dey do storytelling. I mean, spoken words. Your own technology. You dey do TTT with wire them. I mean, a puppetry. Now so.
Naija Boss Factor Season 1.
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Naija Boss Factor, Joel Idajile.
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply. It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Naija Boss Factor, Joel Idajile.
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 Naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to WhatsApp portal number 0901 625 2525. Go to www.bossfm.ng to complete your registration. Call 0808 237 0000 or 0811 584 1500 for more information. Naija Boss Factor Season 2. Celebrate culture, celebrate life. Terms and conditions apply.
Naija Boss Factor Season 1!
It happened last year when we had 7 finalists vying for the grand prize, M Grand 7 2021 model worth 11.5 million Naira.
For the winner, Season 1, Naija Boss Factor, Joel Idajile.
This year, it is even bigger and better.
My name is Joel Idajile, the winner of Naija Boss Factor Season 1. Those of you that didn't enroll, I'm sorry, you have missed out big time. You scammed yourself. You think they were trying to scam you.
Register for the Naija Boss Factor Season 2 with the sum of 5,500 Naira payable to GT Bank account number 0561 094 161. Send payment proof to
Good afternoon and welcome to Sport News on Africa Today on Hills TV. I am Richard. Super Falcons coach Randy Waldrum has dispelled media reports that Barcelona Femenino forward Asisat Oshoala has been stripped of the team's captain